friends, welcome to All Board. I'm your quant faculty Priyanka here. So friends, in today's topic we are going to discuss permutation and combination. Okay, now this topic I'm going to cover in three parts. Okay, first one I'll talk about the permutation. Second one we'll talk about the combination, and then we will discuss the probability part in this. Okay, so let us begin. So friends, here when we are discussing about the permutation, what is important is the order. Okay, so whenever you read the concept of permutation, you will realize it is nothing but the arrangement over here. The order matters a lot whenever you are talking about the permutation. So first I'll discuss the definition with you all. Okay, so let us begin. Here, what is the meaning of permutation? So permutation means arrangement of alike or different object taken together. So for example, if I give you 1, 2, 3, 4 should be arranged. This is nothing but a permutation. If I give you A, B, C, D has to be arranged. This is nothing but a permutation. So whenever you are arranging something or putting them in a order, it is called as permutation. Okay, so the arrangement means selection as well as ordering. Now, selection means, for example, suppose if I give you A, B, C, D, E, I tell you that you have to order any three letter out of these five. Okay, so out of these five, I have to arrange any three over here. So how can you say that A, B, C? Yes, this can be one arrangement. I can take these three also C, D, E. I can write this as D, C, E also. So all these are different arrangement which are made out of three letters taken from five. Okay, so total 5 are there. I'm going to take 3 and then I'm ordering them. So the arrangement means there are two things. One, you have to select, plus you have to order them. Okay, now why this way it is told? Because when we'll do combination, you will realize they will just ask you to select. Okay, so a combination question will say out of 5 letter you have to select 3 letter. Okay, so select 3 means you have to do the combination. When they are saying arrange the 3 letter means you have to do selection plus you have to do ordering also. So I hope all of you must have understood the meaning of permutation over here. Okay, so I have given you one more example. So number 5 digit, how many 5 digit number can be formed using the digits over here? Now if you count over here, there are total 6 digits, right? So 6 digits, you have to form 5 digit combination over here. So first you have to select any 5 digit and then you have to arrange them at different location. Are you getting my point? Yes. So for example, here they have given you the possible cases of the different arrangements are 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. Yes, you can write 4, 3, 2, 5, 1 also. You can put any order anywhere over here. Okay, now how this has to be calculated? That is done using the formula of permutation. So it is very important that you first learn what is the meaning. Then you understand how the formula of permutation can be applied. Okay, let us move on to the important definition. Now whenever you are writing the formula for permutation, you will be seeing the new concept that is nothing but the factorial. So first I'll explain you factorial because in the further discussion you will need this definition again and again. Okay, so what is the meaning of factorial over here? Okay, so both of the definition, permutation and combination, has factorial definition. So let us first represent this. So it is represented by the symbol of factorial. Okay, so this exclamatory mark. So for example, I can write 5 factorial, 4 factorial, 3 factorial. Likewise, you have to just put an exclamation mark. Now, what is the meaning of this? You have to write all the number which are below 3 in the multiplication factor. Okay, so for example, 3, 2, 1. Till 1, you have to take it down and then multiply the digits over here. For example, when you are saying 5 factorial, you have to write this as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Are you getting it? So like this, you have to multiply all the numbers over here till 1. I hope all of you are getting it. Now, similarly, if I have to calculate 6 factorial over here, you have to again multiply from 6 till 1. Okay, so whatever number you are writing, you have to multiply them till 1 over here. I hope all of you are getting it. Now like this, if you observe this 6 factorial, you can observe this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or I can say this is 6 multiplied by 5 factorial. Are you getting what I am trying to tell you? So any factorial you can write down the numbers and below that again you can put a factorial. Okay. So for example, this can also be written as 6 into 5 into this 4, 4, 3, 2, 1 is nothing but 4 factorial. Okay, so you just take down the number and below that you write down the factorial. This is how the factorial can be represented. Now same thing I am representing in the definition format. So what is written over here? Any general factorial of any positive number is represented by n factorial over here. Now what is the meaning of n factorial? So it is represented as 1. So when I am talking about 0 factorial, you will see say what should be done over here, right? So when I am saying 1 factorial, you will multiply 1. 2 factorial means you will multiply 2 into 1. But what about 0 factorial? So this is a standard definition, or there is a theorem for this, which says that 0 factorial value is 1 over here. Okay, so you have to write it as it is in this case. So 0 factorial, that is what they have written. When n value is equal to 0, the factorial value would be 1 over here. Getting it? Next value is n factorial. So when I am saying n factorial, just now I told you, you can write down 6 and 5 factorial. The same thing they have written, n you write outside, in remaining part you have to write factorial over here. So this is the definition of factorial. So here one example is that 4 factorial, the original value is 4321. You can write it in any manner. Okay, now you can write this also as 4 into 3 factorial. Similarly, you can also write this as 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. Likewise, you can just reduce it into smaller format. Okay, so that is the definition of factorial over here. Let us move on to the yes. Now there is a list which is asked many times in your exam, or you will need it for doing any question over here. So this is the list of those factorial which you have to remember. Okay, so this list is very important. Many questions directly you will be needing this. For example, 5 factorial or 4 factorial. So you have to directly take the number from here. Otherwise in calculation we will waste lot of time over here. Okay, so 0 factorial, this is important. You have to just remember this because there is no definition for this. Why 0 factorial is 1? There is a theorem for this. Okay, so but 1 factorial onwards, I think you can calculate all these values also, or it is better if you remember for the quick calculation in the exam. So 1 factorial is 1. When I am talking about 2 factorial, it is 2 into 1. When I am talking about 3 factorial, 3, 2, 1. So you will be getting 6. Yes, then 4 factorial, 4, 3, 2, 1, you will be getting 24. Likewise, minimum till 10 factorial, you remember all the values. They are very important for the questions. Okay, now where you will use this factorial? So it will be used in permutation and combination. So what is the meaning of permutation? I have already told you, permutation is nothing but the arrangement of order. Okay, so arrangement is important over here. So order is also important in this case. Are you getting it? So when you are selecting, for example, I have given you the example 3, 4, 5. If I tell you only 3-digit number, you have to arrange any 3-digit number. So when I am saying 2, 3, 4, so this order is different than 3, 2, 4. It is different than 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. So though the digits are same over here, order is different. So this is making different numbers over here. Are you getting? So order is important when you are talking about the permutation. But that is not the case in case of combination. Combination is just the selection over here. So when I am selecting 2, 3, 4, it is same as that of selecting 3, 2, 4. So both of these things are same over here when you are selecting any number. Are you getting my point? Yes. So whenever selection is there, you have to, when a combination or selection is there, the order does not matter. But when we are talking about the permutation, the order is also important in this case. I hope all of you are getting it. Now let me discuss the definition. Okay, so I think you must have understood the meaning of permutation and combination. But let me give you the formal definition, how you have to calculate it. So permutation of n distinct objects taken r at a time is represented and calculated as. So this is the formula by which we are going to do the calculation. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these were the number. I told you, you have to select, you have to arrange any 3. I told you, you have to arrange any 3 over here. So how will you write this? 5p3. Okay, so what are total objects are there that you have to write here. Whatever you are arranging, that you have to write here. Now, how this has to be calculated? This part is very, very important. All of you pay attention now. So if I have to calculate 5p3, there is a formula for this. What is the formula? 5 factorial upon 5 minus 3. Okay, so n minus r. So 5 minus 3 factorial over here. When you are calculating this value, let me just calculate this. This is 5 factorial and this value is 2 factorial. So can you observe over here 5, 4 into 3. We have just discussed the definition of factorial. So it will become 5, 4 into 3 into 2 factorial and divided by 2 factorial. So this 2 factorial is getting cancelled. What are you getting over here? It will become 5 into 4 into 3. So if you observe, this is the value for 5p3. Or you can say you have to count from 5 for the 3 numbers over here. Okay, so you need not remember this actual formula. What you will keep in mind, you have to just write the number in the downward manner for these many times. For example, let me give you one more example. 6p2. So what will you write? 6 for 2 numbers. So 6 into 5. That is 30 would be the value. I hope it is clear. Similarly, if I am talking about 10p4, what would be the value for 10p4? 10 into 9 into 8 into 7. So only those many number, whatever is written over here, you have to multiply those many numbers below 10. I hope the definition is clear. So you need not actually remember the formula, but remember how it has to be calculated. Okay, so you have to count it in the downward manner for these many numbers over here. Now, there is one more standard formula. For example, suppose if I give you over here, suppose if I give you 2p2. So 2p2 means what will you write? Just now I told you, you have to write this in the downward manner for these many numbers over here. Yes, so what will be the formula? If I substitute it over here, what will you get? This will become 2 into 1. Are you getting it? So two numbers I have to write over here, 2 into 1. Similarly, 3p3. So 3 numbers I have to write down, 3, 2, 1. Can you observe this? What is this value? 3 factorial. This is nothing but 2 factorial. So there is a standard definition when I am talking about npn, or I can say 6p6, 5p5, means this is nothing but the factorial of this number itself. So that is what is shown over here. It is nothing but n factorial. Are you getting it? So remember this standard definition. npn is nothing but n factorial over here. Now when I'm talking about the arrangement of R object, so not the total object. Okay, here you are taking all at a time. Here you are taking only R object, not the total. So in this case, you have to use the definition. Now I think it is clear how to calculate the value over here. Now let us move on to the actual question based on these concepts. So yes, so what all types of questions can be asked in your exam? The first question is there on your screen. So I hope all of you can observe it over here. So you can just pause the video if you know the concept and try the question on your own. If you're not getting, then you can watch the solution over here. So what is given? In how many different ways can the letters of the word simple be arranged? So you are arranging these letters over here. You have to figure out number of ways. Now arranging means I have to obviously do the permutation over here. Now if you observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the letters, 6 letters are there, all the different letters are there. So this is also important, all the letters should be different. Otherwise if they are repeating, you have to follow a different procedure over here. Okay, now when 6 letters are there are 2 ways how you can do this. One way is you can write down how many you have to arrange all of them. So there are 6 vacant places what I have to arrange. Okay, so you have to arrange these 6 places. Now at this first place, how many letters can come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All these 6 letters can come over here. At first place, I have choices of 6 over here. If I am talking about second one, now you do not want, you want different letters over here. So whatever letter you have fixed over here, how many would be left now? Only 5 letters would be left. Okay, now I have fixed 2 letters over here. What would be the third one? 4, because only 4 choices would be left. 3, 2, 1. So these all are the choices. Now there is a rule in your permutation and combination. Whenever you are arranging in and, okay, so this letter and this letter and this letter over here, whenever this and comes, there is a fundamental principle of multiplication. Okay, so fundamental principle of multiplication. says that, let me write down the principle over here. Fundamental principle of multiplication. What does it say? Whenever you are doing some arrangements in the and order, so this and this and this, you have to always multiply them. Okay, and there is one more principle, fundamental principle of addition. So whenever you are saying that this letter or this letter or this letter, you have to add all of them. So remember, whenever you see and word, you have to multiply. Whenever you are seeing or word, you have to add those possibilities. So here there is and, because I need this letter and this letter and this letter to make a complete word. Are you getting my point? So here all these possibilities you have to multiply. So if you observe, what are you getting over here? 6 factorial would be the value. Just now I told you what would be the value for 6 factorial. It is nothing but, yes, it is 720 over here, which is none of these is the correct answer. So 720 would be the answer over here. Now if I have to go by the permutation definition, what will you write? There are 6 letter which has to be arranged, and total letters are also 6. So what will you write? 6p6. This value is nothing but 6 factorial over here. Are you getting it? Yes. So this is how you have to calculate the number of arrangements over here. Let me move on to the next question. So here there is small change over here. Now in how many different ways can the letters of the word stress be arranged? Now if you observe over here, now for, let me take example to explain it to you. If you observe over here, now the S letter is repeated 3 times. S letter is repeated 3 times. Let me assume this is 1 number and this is 2 number. So even if I take this 2 over here and 1 over here, it is making the same word. Are you getting? So this is, though this is, I have arranged the 2 letter, but it is looking same. Why that is happening? Because these letters are same over here. Okay. So that will reduce your possibility. Are you getting it? Suppose instead of this S, they would have given A over here, then SA and AS would have been the different word. But here as SS is same, SS and SS will make same word only. It is not different. Are you getting my point? So whenever there is repetition, whenever you see some of the letters are repeated, you have to follow different procedure over here. You have to keep one small point in your mind. Okay, what is the point? So just now I told you in previous question, you have written the factorial. Here what you have written? 6 factorial. Now here there are 3 letters which are repeating. Whatever number of letters are repeating, that factorial you have to write in the denominator. Okay, because number of cases will be reducing. So those reduced factor you have to write in the denominator. So here total how many letters are there? 6. So 6 factorial will come in numerator. In denominator, what is repeated? S is repeated 3 times. So let me write down 3 factorial over here. So this would be your value. 6, 5, 4 into 3 factorial will come. This 3 factorial will be cancelled with this. So you can calculate what would be the value over here. So 120 would be the number of ways. I hope all of you are getting it. So whenever you see repetition, this is how you have to write it. For example, suppose if I give you S double T R E double S. Now I have added 2 T's over here. Now how many letters are there? If you observe over here, there are 7 letters. So write down 7 factorial. How many S are there? 3 S are there. So write 3 factorial, and T is also repeated. So write 2 factorial over here. Likewise, you have to write all the factors in multiplication over here. Okay, so whatever repeated are there, you have to just observe and put it in the denominator. I hope the concept is clear. Let us move on to the next question. So here, now this is the different pattern in which this later word can come. Okay, in your exam. Number of words that can be formed out of the letters of the word picture so that vowels occupy the even place. Now, how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have 7 places over here. You can just note down these 7 places. Now, vowels occupy the even position. How many even positions are there? This is 2, 4 and 6. So there are 3 even positions over here. How many vowels are present over here? I is vowel, U is vowel and E is the vowel. These are the only vowel, I, U, E. Are you getting it? Now you have to arrange them at the even places. So how many vowels? 3 vowels. And how many even places? 3 places. Okay, so 3 vowels at 3 places over here. How will you arrange this? 3 places and 3 vowels. So the number of ways will become 3 factorial over here. And just now I told you the fundamental principle of multiplication. So these vowels and the remaining letter I have to arrange. So and remaining letter. So how many letters are remaining? 4 letters are remaining, right? So remaining 4 consonants are there. So 4 consonants and how many places? 4 places. So how many possibilities will be there? 4 factorial. And both of them you have to multiply, because to form a word I have to keep vowels and the consonant both. Are you getting it? So what would be your final answer? 3 factorial into 4 factorial. You can check. 3 factorial is 6. 4 factorial is 24. So we can calculate the value. It is nothing but 144 over here. So B option would be the correct one. So whatever positions they are telling you, you can just make arrangements accordingly. I hope it is clear. Now let me take few more examples based on this. So here next question is there on your screen. So what they have given you, in how many ways letters of the word simple can be arranged? Now here what they have given you, all vowels should come together. Now whenever you want all vowels together, there is a different procedure which you have to follow. What is the procedure? You have to separate all vowels. Whatever vowels are there, you just separate them. So how many letters are there? S, M, P, L. These are these are consonants. And how many vowels are there? I and E. So write I and E in one block. Okay, whatever vowels you want together, you have to write them in one block. Now you count this one block as one letter. Are you getting it? Whatever vowels you have put in one block, count that block as one letter over here. Now how many letters would be there? This is 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is fifth one. So this complete box is 1. So fifth one means 5 factorial ways would be there. 5 things, how will you arrange them? 5 factorial. Now inside this box, you have to arrange these letters also, because EI is also a box, right? And both of the combinations are different. So you have to arrange the complete box and this block. And means you have to multiply it by this arrangement. So 5 factorial into 2 factorial would be the value over here. How much is 5 factorial? 120, and 2 factorial is 2 over here. So 240 would be the answer. I hope you must have understood. Whatever things you want to keep together, you have to make one block, and inside that block you have to arrange it. Okay, let us move on to the next one. Now here what they are asking you, in how many ways energy can be arranged so that all vowels and all consonants come together. So all vowels come together, all consonants come together. Let me separate vowels and consonants. So E and E are two vowels. Yes, and how many consonants? N, R, G, Y. Are you getting it? Make one block of this, because I have to keep them together, and one block of this, because this also should be together. In last question, they did not say that consonant should be together, but here they want it together. So you have to make one separate block for that. So how many you have to arrange? This is 1 and this is 2. So how will you arrange these two boxes? 2 factorial. Now inside this box, I have to arrange them also. So inside this box, two vowels are there, but they are repeated. E is repeated, so I have to also divide it by 2 factorial. Yes, do you recall, if the digit is repeated, you have to divide it by that factorial also. Multiplied by, there are 4 numbers, so 4 different digits, so 4 factorial. There is no repetition. N, R, G, Y, all are different, so 4 factorial will be there. This will get cancelled. What will you get? 2 into this is nothing but 24. So 48 number of cases would be there. I hope you must have understood what is the concept of together now. I hope all of you are getting it. Those many boxes you have to form in that case. Let me move on to the next question now. So, how many 4 consonant and 4 vowel can be formed out of 6 consonant and 5 vowel? So, there are total 6 consonants. How many you have to arrange? Because they are telling you words. Word means always you have to arrange. So, 6 consonant, how many you have to arrange over here? 4 consonant I have to arrange. Are you getting it? And there are 5 vowels given over here. So 5 vowels are given. Out of these 5 vowels, I have to arrange 4 vowels over here. Now just now whenever I discuss the formula for permutation, I have told you what is the arrangement part. So how can you write this? This can be written as 6P4. Out of 6, you are arranging 4 over here. and this. So 5 vowels you have to arrange for, what will you write? 5P4 over here. Okay, now you can calculate the value. How will you calculate this? I have told you how to calculate this, right? So count 6 for the 4 digit. So 6 into 5 into 4 into 3. Yes, and for this, what can you write? 5, 4, 3 into 2. Now only 1 is missing. So even if you write this as 5 factorial, that is equally good, because even if you multiply by 1, same answer would be there. So 5 factorial, either this option or this option. So just calculate this value. What will you get over here? 6 5s are 30, 30 into 4. So 30 into 4 means what will you get? 120. 120, 3s are 360. So 360 into 5 factorial would be the correct answer over here. D option will be your answer. So I hope you must have understood now where to use the formula and where to use the basic rule of the permutation over here. Now let me take few more special cases which have been asked in your exam. So here this is the next word. In how many ways word of the letter meadows can be arranged so that it always starts with A? So how many words are, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 positions over here. Out of this, what I have told you, it starts with A. So here you are fixing A over here. Now A means how many choices I have? I have only one choice. I am writing how many choices, and those choices you have to multiply. Are you getting it? Only one choice I have. Here I can write any letter. Now out of 7 letters over here, I have already written one letter. So how many would be remaining? 6. How many choices for this? 5. This is 4, 3, 2 and 1. So if you are calculating this value, total you have to multiply. So answer would be 6 factorial over here. Are you getting it? So whenever you are doing such type of questions, you just fix whatever values are given in your question and then arrange the remaining letters over here. Okay, so many times such questions have been asked in your exam. So 720 would be the final answer over here. Okay, let me move on to the next question. So here there is small change now. The word always starts with M, but it is not ending with W. So let me write down how many letters. 7 letters were there, right? Out of this it starts with M. So how many choices for this? 1. Now do not end with W. So here W cannot come. Now when I have fixed M over here, there are 6 choices. Okay, M is already fixed. So there are 6 choices. Out of this 6, W cannot come over here. Right? Out of those 6 choices, W cannot come. So how many choices you have? 5 choices over here. Are you getting it? Now you observe the figure. One letter is fixed here. Some other letter than W will be fixed here. So 2 letters are fixed. Right? You have already fixed the 2 letter. So how many choices for this? Out of 7, 2 are gone, means 5 choices. So 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So what would be the total answer? 5 into 5 factorial. This is 5 factorial and this is 5 over here. So 5 into 5 factorial, you can calculate the value. This is nothing but 600 over here. So there are total 600 choices in this case. I hope all of you are getting it. So these are the different types of question which can be asked from this topic. Okay, now here what they have given you. Again you have to arrange them. Now all vowels to come together. Now just now I told you, whatever things you want together, you have to write them. So whatever vowels you want together, you have to write them in one block over here. So what will you write? M, D, W, S. How many vowels are there? E, A and O. So E, A and O I am writing in one box over here. Are you getting it? So how will you arrange them? These are the 5 letters and inside this I have to arrange this as well. So you can check what answer you are getting. This is 120 and this is 6. So 720 possibilities would be there. I hope it is clear. Now here what they have given you, no vowels should come together. Okay, no, I want no vowels should be together over here. So for this, what you have to do, you first arrange other than vowels. Okay, whatever you do not want together, you just write them outside. So how many choices are there? M, D, W, S. So how many ways I can arrange them? 4 factorial ways. Right, these 4 values I can arrange in 4 factorial ways. Now whatever 2 letter you do not want together, so vowels I do not want together. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 choices where I can write them. Okay, so these are the 5 choices where you can fit them because they should not be together. Okay, so these are the only places where they will not be together. So out of these 5, how many you want to arrange? Only 3. Out of these 5, I have to arrange 3. So 5p3 would be the answer over here. If you calculate this, what will be the value for this? 24, and you can calculate this value also, 543 over here. So 24 into 60 would be the answer in this case. So there are small changes in the question, but answer will be different in all the cases. So you have to calculate it accordingly. Let me move on to the digit type questions now. So here they will be asking you same question based on the arrangement, but instead of the value for the letters, they will ask you for the digits over here. So how many 6-digit number can be formed using the digit without repetition? So there are 6 digit. I want 6-digit number. So what will you write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because there is no condition given, or you can directly say 6 factorial over here. That is nothing but 720. So this is how you have to calculate it. Let me move on to the next question now. So here there is condition. Again you want 6-digit number, but the number is divisible by 5. Now when number is divisible by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now number is divisible by 5 means I have to write 5 digit only over here. 5, because then only a number would be divisible by 5. Because for 5, either it should end with 0 or 5, but 0 is not at all given. The only choice I have is 5 over here. How many choices? One choice. Right? Now once you have written 5 over here, how many digits are possible over here? 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Are you getting it? So what would be the answer over here? 5 factorial would be the answer, because this is anyways 1 over here. 5 factorial is nothing but 120. So there are 120 choices which are possible when I want 6-digit number to be divisible by 5. I hope all of you are getting it. So likewise, you have to fix the condition and then you have to calculate the number. Next one. Now here it is very important. What is asked in your question? Find a 6-digit number that can be formed using the digit without repetition. Now here if you observe, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 0 is also there. Now this is very important when I am talking about 6 digits. Suppose if I write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the number. What is this number? It is nothing but 12,345. Is it a 6-digit number? No, it is not at all a 6-digit number. Are you getting my point? So it is a 5-digit number. So this cannot be counted. What is the meaning? 0 cannot come at first location over here. Okay, so whenever 0 is there, you have to be very careful in calculation over here. So total 6 digit are there. Now here 0 cannot come because it will make it 5-digit number. Are you getting it? Yes, so you have to write other than 0, how many choices you have? 5 choices over here. Okay, you have 5 choices. Now if I write instead of this, suppose if I write 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this number? It is a 6-digit number. So 0 can come here. Right? So if I write 0 here, this is again a 6-digit number. 0 only cannot come at first location. Other location it can come. Okay, so out of the given digit, you can write any one digit over here. How many would be left? 5 would be again left, because here 0 can come now. Okay, out of these 5, you have written 1. Now 0 can come, so again it will be 5 only. So 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 over here. So what would be the answer? 5 into 5 factorial, that is nothing but 600 over here. So total 600 number can be formed. So whenever 0 digit is given, you have to be very careful in the calculation. It cannot come at first location. That is the condition over here. Let me move on to the next question now. So in this case, again you have to calculate the number which are divisible by the 5. Okay, same question which I have given you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But here instead of that, they have just mentioned you the value as 0 as well. I hope all of you are getting it. Now this is the last question in which you have to learn a new concept over here. So what is the concept? Now here just now I told you that the number when you have 0, you have to be careful over here. 3, 4, 5. Now either my number will end with 0. Either my number will end with 0 or it will end with 5. Are you getting my point? Now, if my number, 6-digit number is ending with 0. Now, why I have written these two things? Because you want number to be divisible by 5. So, there would be two possibilities. Either it will be divisible by 5 or it will be ending with 0 or it will be ending with 5. If it is ending with 0, you have already fixed 0 over here. You have already fixed 0. So, how many choices can come here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Means total 5 factorial cases can come over here. Are you getting it? And when it is not ending with 0, it is not ending with 0 means it is ending with 5. Okay, so what will you do over here when I am writing the same choices? Now here 5 is written, means how many choices are there? One choice is there, right? Now here 0 cannot come, right? Here what you have written 5 directly because 0 was already fixed. 0 was the only problem over here. So here I have already fixed the 0, but that is not the case over here, right? So 0 is still remaining. So how many choices would be there? 4 choices would be there. Are you getting it? So only 1, 2, 3, 4 can come over here. Now how many can come over here? I told you now 0 can come. So you have to write 4, 3, 2 and 1. So how many choices would be there totally? 4 into 4 factorial. Now this is very important. When I am asking you, the number is divisible by 5. So either it will end with 0 or it will not end with 0. Means you are having OR case now. Are you getting it? Fundamental principle of OR. Either your number will end with 0 or it will not end with 0. Are you getting it? So both of these choices you have to add over here because of fundamental principle of addition. So 5 factorial cases in first case, either this case will happen or the second case will happen. So what will you write? 4 into 4 factorial. You can calculate how many total cases are there. This is 120 and this value you can calculate. It is 24 into 4 over here. You can check what value you are getting. So that would be your answer in this case. If you calculate the answer, 216 cases would be there. So let me just summarize this. Whenever 0 is present, you have to take two cases ending with 0 and not ending with 0 and add both of the possibilities to get the final answer in the question. Okay, so that is what are the basics, and these are the types of question which can be asked from the permutation topic. In the next one, we will discuss about the combination over here. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned with Oliver.